What's up, everybody? We're back at the creek. It's Saturday, and you know what that means. We're out digging. Today, back at Uwari, and I stumbled across a neat little spot here. I will pan around and show it to you here in a second. But I appreciate you checking the video out, and hope you enjoy. Alright guys, this is where we're working today. So we are downstream from where my usual spot was. If you saw all my previous videos, you know what spot I'm talking about. But this spot seemed rather interesting to me. A lot of big boulders. The creek comes right up close to the mountain right over here, and then breaks this way because the ridge is right here as well. And as you can see, this is where all the big heavy boulders and stuff are falling out. And I am digging right in the area where it opens up. So you got a pinch point there, and then it opens up all the way to where I'm at right now. So typically when you have a pinch point, water's gonna be moving really fast right there, and right as it opens up and allows the water to kind of slow down a little bit more, that's where your heavier golds are gonna fall out. So I'm digging right there and just did a test run. Let me show you what we found here. If I can do it without falling. Boom. First test run, and that is a lot of gold, so I'm very happy. I came up here earlier in the week because we got about 3 inches of rainfall throughout the week, and the creek was up a little bit. Not quite flood stage, but I'd say it was about a foot deeper than what it is right now. Right now it's about 2 or 3 inches, maybe 4 inches deep. So that gave me a chance to look at where the fast moving parts of the creek are and really focus in on this area, which I never really focused in on in the past. So if you haven't done so already, the next time your creek floods, get out and take a look around. It might give you some ideas of where the eddies and slow water and the fast water are, and where the big boulders are, seeing if any material is accumulating behind that, because as we all know, that's when the gold is on the move, during the floods and during the fast moving water. And you just got to find those little spots and those little pockets where it creates a little eddy and the gold will fall out. So that's what we're on to today. So we're digging right there. We're using the RPE sluice. Shout out to Eric Robinson. He designed a freaking awesome sluice, man. We got the arbor classifier, and we're gonna see how much gold we can get today. So I'll be back shortly. Alright guys, just got done running bucket number 2. So got the cons right here. Let's go ahead and pan it out and see what we got for bucket number 2. I haven't looked at any of these cons yet, so it's gonna be a surprise to me as well. There might be no gold, there might be some gold, we don't know yet. in there. So anyway, I'll fast forward and cut to the part where I show you the gold, if there's any. All right, guys, we just finished painting out bucket number 2, and I got that bucket from 3 different spots. So that bedrock forms that slaty V. It hit the wall, got down all the way towards the bottom of that crevice down there, and I was working that way, but there's only so far I can go that way because that's where my sluice pad is. So I moved down here. That's bedrock right there, and it's kind of moving diagonally. So got in here, got in there, and I was working my way down another slaty V crevice, and I have not reached the bottom of that one yet. That same piece of bedrock comes across the creek here, and here, and here. So I dug just that pocket out. So 3 different spots, and one of those spots at least was holding a lot of gold. Not bad. So that is run number 2 for the day. Now the question is, which one of those 3 spots was producing the most gold? I think I'm gonna do some test pans, and I'm assuming it's gonna be this guy. All right, so I think I figured out what's going on here. We're looking up the creek here. Creek goes up and around that way, follows this mountain range, okay? As it comes across that area right there, this is a high impact zone. Water's moving really fast through here. This is why the big boulders are here, and they're starting to fall out right here. Okay, so during flood stage, water is, I mean, you can see right there, all the way up that high at least, sometimes higher than that. So I think it's washing itself down and getting caught right in the bedrock right along this edge. So this side of the creek, which makes sense because the other spot I was working way up there, the left side of the creek when you're looking up the creek had the most gold, and that's what I'm continuing to work down here. So I think we're gonna continue to expose this area and see where that bedrock leads, and we'll continue on. Hopefully run number 3 is better than run number 2, which was better than run number 1. So we'll see how it pans out. I'll be back. All right, guys, we got down into that hole pretty deep. Hit the next piece of bedrock right there. Worked along the sloping wall. Got it all cleaned out, and got about a half a 5-gallon bucket of cons that we are about to sluice through the RPE. So let me get this all set up, and we'll get to sluicing. And just enough water flow to run the RPE today. it's running pretty well. I'm gonna let those cells clear out a second, and we'll get back to running the rest of this bucket. Yeah, I brought my Dream Mat sluice just in case there wasn't enough water flow today. But we managed to make it work with a bunch of my tailings. So we're running the RP. I really do like this sluice quite a bit. Very nice sluice. Super lightweight. Alright, we're going to run the rest of this bucket, and I will be back with the cleanup from run number 3. Alright guys, just getting down to the cons of that last run there. Let's see what we got. Oh man, I'm already seeing gold. It's looking pretty good, guys. Let me get this cleaned up. I'll show you where we are. All right, run number 3. Boom. So it's pretty consistent. It's 3 back-to-back really good runs that netted just about all the same gold. So it's looking good. I was supposed to go and meet up with Benzo today, but it's kind of hard to leave this spot when you're finding that kind of gold. You know what I'm saying? I might just have to text him and ask him if we can meet up tomorrow out here somewhere. All right, well, I'm gonna continue working that hole that way and possibly do some test pans and some other spots right around in here, and we're gonna see how many buckets we can run today, because if I'm consistently getting that amount of gold, I'm gonna run as many buckets as I can. So I'll be back. All right guys, I did 2 more runs. Gold was pretty consistent. I have decided I'm going to go ahead and meet up with Benzo, see if I can track him down. So got the holes all filled back in. Barely even tell anybody was here. Boom, boom. Wall's knocked down. Looks good. All right, so I'm gonna go see if I can track Benzo down and see how we do with where he's at. I think he's farther down the creek. So we'll see you down there. Oh yeah, one more thing. I noticed this plastic bottle was out here, so we'll be picking that up and taking that with us to dispose of properly. If you're out here, you see stuff like this laying around, this is not biodegradable, it's plastic. So pick it up and dispose of it. Help keep the National Forest as beautiful as it is. So, all right, we'll see you down there. That's if I can find Benzo. We'll see if he answers his phone. So we'll see you down there. But if I don't find him, see you at home on the scales. All right, guys. I just met up with JP and Benzo. They're right up here, around the corner, working. I set up right here. I did a few test pans right in that area. It's really hard packed conglomerate stuff. So decided to move down here and check this out. And I was finding some decent color. Found about 8 to 10 specks in just one sample pan from right there.
You got to use that safety pan on those cons out here for sure.
Yeah, there's a few bits out of a pan Benzo just did. Got some nice gold in there. JP just showed me his cleanup, and he had quite a bit of nice gold in there as well. So he's running 2 side-by-side RPEs over there. Alright, I'm down there classifying, so we'll be back. We got JP here, he's got...
Oh, this is not a lot of gold.
Oh, he's got gold in there. Hell yeah. We got Benzo's pan. Boom. Alright, so back to digging and classifying. Moved up the stream a little ways. Got the RPE set up right there. Working this corridor right here. I think the bedrock is probably pretty shallow right through here. That's why all these cobbles are on the surface. So I'm digging right here in this hole. Bunch of big rocks piled up right there. So did a test pan, found some decent color in that hole. So fill the bucket up and run it, and we'll see what we get. Alright, we got the bucket full here. Just processing that material right through the RPE. Plenty of water flow down here. I did about half a 5-gallon bucket run, I don't know, about an hour ago down here with Benzo and JP, and yeah, there was quite a bit of fine gold in there, so it's not like it was up the creek earlier this morning. So either way, we're still finding gold and hanging out with pals. So what it's all about. I'll be back whenever we get this done and run and panned out, and I'll show you what we got. Alright, we just ran that bucket, and well, a lot of that gold just floated right there on the surface. See all that? You can see all below there. I'd say we're onto a pretty good spot right there. Might do one more run and probably call it quits after that. So I'm gonna finish that hole off, run one more bucket, and we'll be back. All right, we just got done with the last run of the day for me. So here is what I got out of that very last run. Not bad. And I'm sure there's quite a bit more down there in those black sands. That's just what I managed to get tapped to the top. So we'll take it and we'll add it to the snuffer bottle for the day. I tell you, we might break a record today. Done a lot of runs and gotten decent gold every single run. So all right, got my hole filled back in, and gonna pack it all up and snuff that up, and might do a final snuffer dump and show these guys what I was finding up there, and we'll see you at home on the scales. All right, just did the initial snuffer dump here. That is what I managed to tap out of all those black sands. So just gonna snuff the gold back up, put the black sands in with the rest of my cons, we'll run it at home through the cleanup. All right, we'll see you there. All right, well, we did not break our daily record. Right now, it is at 0.296 for the total take. So, not bad. It's almost 0.3, so almost a third of a gram. I'll take that any day. All right, guys, till next time, we're out.